The New York Jets today, or on Sunday when I'm recording this, well, they are linked to Allen Robinson, which is a day after they were kind of linked to Amari Cooper, but they didn't pay up the price. Now there's a link to Allen Robinson, which I don't know. I hope that last year was not the beginning of the end. That is just my one fear when it comes to Allen Robinson, because in 12 games, he had 410 yards and one touchdown. And the overwhelming consensus with Allen Robinson is, well, he dealt with bad quarterback play, Matt. That's why he, put up such awful numbers. And I hear you. I get it. But what about in 2020 when he put up 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns? They didn't have great quarterback play in 2020. Same thing in 2009. It had 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns. And Blake Bortles, 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. And then he went 883 and 6 touchdowns. So he's went over 1,000 yards 3 times in his career, which is good. Like, again, he's a very, very good receiver. My fear is that now at 28, he's going to be turning 29 in August, that it wasn't so much of a down year as much as it was, hey, this is a receiver approaching 30 years old and coming out of his prime. For the life of me, I hope that is not the case. Especially if the Jets go for him and sign him. I hope that he would be that I almost said Allen Robinson again, that Brandon Marshall-like addition, because theoretically he fits what you're looking for in terms of a bigger body outside receiver. 6'2", 220 is very different than what Elijah Moore brings you, very different than what Braxton Berrios brings you if you bring him back, and to an extent a little bit different than what Corey Davis brings you. So I'm just saying, if this is the direction the Jets decide to go, I really hope they are getting 2019 or 2020 version of Allen Robinson, and it's not a repeat of the 2021. I just look at this move as, if this is the move, a little bit more risky than it would be to trade for Amari Cooper. I know what people are going to say. Well, Allen Robinson's not going to cost you $20 million a year. You're probably right, and you're not going to have to give up any draft capital for him. Also true. But I don't think there's really a debate about which one is more of a sure thing. Amari's the one where you're more trusted in. At least he's coming off a better season, number one. And even though it was a down year for Amari, they're around the same age. Amari's the better route runner. If they're going the veteran route and Allen Robinson's the guy, I'm going to have to live with it, but I would be lying to you if I said that I wasn't nervous. There is upside there. I don't want this to turn into Matt thinks Allen Robinson's a sucky receiver. That's not the case. It's not. I'm just saying that I am a little bit concerned with the risk.